Hey guys, so I wanted to make this video basically on just flat out eating disorders and basically what they do to our bodies and etc. I recently received an email from a viewer that thinks that she may have an eating disorder but is not quite sure. So I have some information written down here that I have, written down just to kind of read. Most of us, that deal with eating disorders on a daily basis know this, but there's many people out there that do not know a lot about eating disorders. So, basically, many kids, particularly teens, are concerned about how they look and can feel self-conscious about their bodies. This can be especially true when they are going through puberty and undergoing traumatic physical changes and the new social pressures, etc. Unfortunately, for a growing proportion of kids and teens, that concern can grow into an obsession that can become an eating disorder. Now, we know how dangerous eating disorders can be, but some people really don't. Eating disorders such as anorexia nervosa or bulimia nervosa cause dramatic weight up and down. They fluctuate from normal daily life and damage, vital body functions that just destroy the body. So parents can help prevent kids from developing an eating disorder by reassuring their self-esteem and encouraging healthy attitudes about nutrition and appearance, like saying, you look nice in that outfit, or don't say you look fat. Don't say negative to your children, because it's kind of sad, because nowadays eating disorders are starting from younger ages than from. I have battled anorexia and bulimia for 13 years. I don't quote unquote call myself an anorexic or a bulimic because I don't binge eat. I eat like an anorexic and I purge. Generally, eating disorders involve, negative thoughts and feelings about body weight and food, and eating habits that disrupt normal body function and daily activities. I'm pretty sure we all can pretty much understand that. Well, more common among girls, eating disorders can affect boys too. Because people automatically assume it's just like a girl disease or an illness, and it's not. It's affected. A lot of boys and men are affected by that as well. Bulimia is characterized by binge eating and purging. Someone with bulimia may undergo weight up and down too, but rarely experiences the low weight associated with anorexia. People with bulimia, they overexercise, compulsive exercise, or other forms of purging food that they have eaten, such as like self-induced vomiting or laxative use. Although anorexia and bulimia are very similar, people with anorexia are usually very thin and underweight, but those with bulimia may be a normal weight or even overweight. Binge eating disorders, food phobia, and body image disorders are also becoming common in adolescence. It's important to remember that eating disorders can easily get out of hand and are difficult habits to break. So eating disorders are very serious clinical problems that require professional treatment by doctors, therapists, nutritionists, etc. I have a topic that I also want to discuss, and that basically is laxative abuse. I abused laxatives for years and years and years, every day of my life, and it destroyed organs and my potassium. It basically, when you purge, either through self-induced vomiting or through laxatives, it basically sucks the potassium out of your body and therefore causes electrolyte disturbances, and therefore you can have heart attacks and strokes and organ failures. And that's not a pretty sight. It's not something that you want to go through. I was, after years of abusing laxatives, I basically I basically like took laxatives every day of my life for years and years and years and years. I could not stop. It was an addiction, and it was a way of cleansing my body and a way of making myself feel better. It was a way of purging with what very little I ate. But it's very dangerous. And then I was laxative free for 120 days. And then all of a sudden, wham, I had a really bad event happen in my life. And I had a relapse of laxative abuse. That one day that I used laxatives because I couldn't cope with anything that I was going with in my life, it became a month to month use again. And now I'm proud to say that I haven't used in like 4 months. Laxatives, I haven't used laxatives in 4 months. But laxatives are very dangerous, and a lot of people don't want to say, you know, I think I am addicted to laxatives because they're embarrassed. You know, I mean, basically, when people find out that you're abusing laxatives or taking laxatives, basically they're like, why are you doing that to yourself? Why do you want to be like shitting your brains out? You know, I mean, really, that's what you're doing. But they don't understand the disorder and why we tend to take the laxatives. I always said to myself, there's always a saying, mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fattest of them all? And I think we all can relate. A lot of us with eating disorders hate mirrors, or we're obsessed with mirrors. And the reason for that is because, you know, when you look in the mirror, you are seeing what your eating disorders want you to see. You are not seeing the true picture, okay? It's all distorted image. It's all distorted. You're not seeing yourself through your eyes. You're seeing yourself through your disorder's eyes. And people don't really understand that. And I first heard that, that mirror, mirror on the wall, because it was first heard in a fairy tale when I was like younger. But it's not real. So I want you guys to know that. And you can't. People die each and every year from eating disorders, just like cancer or any other disease or illness. I guess basically I'm going to end this by saying that when recovery happens, you will be able to look in the mirror instead of saying, mirror, mirror of the wall, who's the fattest of them all. I hope that one day you will be able to say, mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest one of all. And I hope to be able to say that one day as well to myself, to the mirror. Because right now, I happen to say, too, still, mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fattest of them all. And like I said, it's what when you're looking in the mirror, it's what your disorder wants you to see. You're not seeing the real picture. So it's just distorted. So with that being said, I tried uploading this video like 3 times, and it just keeps failing, and I don't really know why. So I don't know why it keeps failing. Oops. With all that being said, check out, I have just recently made an interview. I was on a talk show for healthyplace.com, and I did a video on PTSD. So I encourage you to check it out. Watch the interview. If someone you know suffers from PTSD, or you do, the interview may be very, very helpful. I was like very honored to be a part of that, and you know, I look forward to being on the show again. So check it out. I will put all the information below, and check it out. All right. Okay, know that you're not alone, and I hope that this video was helpful to you in some way, shape, or form. Okay? Alright. Just remember that mirrors, it's all self-distorted image. And laxative abuse can kill you, and it will kill you if you do not get help. So I please do encourage you to get help. So much love, hope, and peace. All right? All right. Peace. Bam.